Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever place you are watching me from. This is Levi, and I want us to have a look at this question of further logarithms. This question says that find the greatest value of x if the logarithm of x base 4 plus 3 over 2 equals to the logarithm of 4 base x. Now, in this case, as you can see, this is the logarithm of x base 4 and this is the logarithm of 4 base x. So we must ensure that the bases of these two logarithms are the same. Now, we can say that the logarithm of, that is x base 4, that is plus 3 over 2 equals to, instead of the logarithm of 4 base x, from the laws of logarithms, we can say that 1 over, that is the logarithm of x, that is base 4. From the laws of logarithms, we can only change the base here by saying 1 over. Therefore, from there, we can say that since this one and this one are the same, we can say that we can let this one to be y. We can let the logarithm of x base 4 to be y. That is, we can say that let the logarithm of, that is x base 4 to be y. Now, since the logarithm of x base 4 is y, we shall substitute here with y and also here with y, so that we shall have, that is y plus 3 over 2, that is 3 over 2 equals to 1 over, that is 1 over y. Now, I want to eliminate 2 and y in the denominator by multiplying by 2, that is 2y here, and also here by 2y, and also here by 2y. So that that is, we shall eliminate these two with these two and remain with 3 times y, and eliminate this y with this y. Therefore, we shall have 2y times y, that is 2 y squared, then plus 3 times y is 3y equals to, that is 1 times 2 is 2. Now we can bring this 2 to this side so that we can have, that is 2y squared, then plus 3y, then minus 2 equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation, and we can solve using, that is either factorization method, quadratic formula, completing the square method, or graphical method, but we can use, that is factorization method. So we can say by factorization method, the sum is this 3, and the product is, that is 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4. And in this case, two numbers that when you add them, you get 3, and when you multiply them, you get negative 4, is just 4 and negative 1. And in this case, since we have 4 and negative 1, we can say that 2y squared, that is plus 4y, that is 4y, then minus y, then minus 2 equals to 0. Now from there, we can group these two and also group these two. Therefore, by grouping the two, we shall have, that is, the common term between this one is 2y, that is 2y. The common term, that is 2y into, that is y plus 2, then close the bracket. The common term here is negative 1 into y plus 2. then equals to 0. Now, from there, we can say that is y plus 2 and also 2y minus 1. 2y minus 1 equals to 0. In this case, we can say y plus 2 is 0 or 2y minus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, we shall have that is y plus 2 equals to 0 or that is 2y minus 1 equals to 0. In this case, we can say y equals to negative 2, or in this case, we can say that y is, that is a half. Now, since we had let, that is the logarithm of x base 4 to be y, therefore we can say the logarithm of x base 4 equals to negative 2 or negative, not negative a half, but positive a half. This is a half. This is a half. Instead of y, we can have, that is negative 2. Instead of y, we shall have negative 2. And in this case, we can also have, that is the logarithm of x base 4 equals to, it was y. And instead of y, we shall also have, that is a half. And in that case, we can say, if we write this one in index notation, we shall have this 4 raised to this negative 2 equals to x, or 4 raised to a half. 4 raised to a half equals to, that is x. And in this case, 4 raised to negative 2 is just the same as, that is 1 over 4 squared, which is 16, or 4 raised to a half is just the same as the square root of 4, which is 2. The square root of 4, which is 2. Now, when we go back to our question was asking us to find the greatest value of x. The greatest value of x. Now, since we have two possible values of x, that is x is either 1 over 16 or 2. Now, which one is greater between 1 over 16 and 2? It is 2, possibly. Therefore, our greatest value of x is 2. Our greatest value of x is 2.